What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the notify button, where we're always dropping new Toyota Tacoma content or Trd Pro 4Runner in underground. Yes, and it's sitting here and it's for sale. And my mind started clicking. You guys know I just posted two videos because the first video got cut short, and then I did a follow-up video, and then I just posted them separately. But we're gonna have a nice solid one, Lord willing, unless my phone dies again or I run out of storage. So let's just jump into it. 2024 Trd Pro 4Runner in underground, and it's available. So we're gonna have up top, first of all, you're gonna have that Toyota Heritage grille. And if you have like an off-road or a sport, I'm not sure, you could probably swap it out even with the SR5, but you can get that Toyota Heritage grille with the valance and all that stuff. But it does have a 360 camera here, and we're gonna have a TRD skid plate down low. I really like the skid plates on these Trd Pro 4Runners, or just the skid plate on a 4Runner in general. But yeah, my mind got to thinking and swirling around, and I'm like, man, is this it, guys? Do we trade in the Tacoma for this one? I'm like, man, because you guys really want me to get one of these. I like these too because they are made in Japan, and this is going to be the last of the naturally aspirated V6s. But let's just jump into a price. And as far as I know, this dealership does not do any type of markups. So $56,000, so almost $57,000. And there are your options right there. So 4.0 V6, 278 horsepower on this truck. Still made in Japan, as I just mentioned. And you are gonna have a power window back here that slides down completely, which is really nice. And you're gonna get these Trd Pro 17-inch wheels. Okay, and this year you're gonna have the heated steering wheel also. You're gonna have your integrated turn signal right here, and then you're gonna also have your blind spot monitors. And these are gonna be 265, 70, or 17. And I definitely like these Trd Pro wheels better than the newer style. You're gonna have Fox suspension all the way around, and you're gonna have leather seats. Heated seats, no cooled seats on this one. I definitely like that hood scoop. And you're gonna get the leather, the soft text leather with the TRD stitching up top right there, which is really nice. And you're gonna get that carbon fiber on the inside. So you're gonna get crawl control, you're gonna get a rear locker, you're gonna get A-track, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, this is an awesome truck. So it is available. So if you guys are in the market, make sure you guys tell them Little Kenny sent you. And this is down here at Eugene, Toyota, Kendall, home of the Ducks, home of the Oregon Ducks. I'm not sure if they're even in the March Madness or whatever for hoops. They normally got a pretty good hoop team. You guys know about the football team. The football team does pretty good every single year. But yeah, Fox suspension all the way around. This is in that underground color. This would be a nice truck to get. This is really nice. It's not the Trd Pro color for this year. Terra is that color, but it is nice. It's definitely nice. And 2024 will be the only year you could have got it in underground. They chose not to black out the 4Runner back here in the back, but you can get that blacked out if you want to match everything else. You got the Trd Pro in black. And you got the basket up top. Classic Trd Pro. Before, I used to really like the off-road, you know, the off-road badging, but no, now I just love that Trd Pro badging right there on the side. I think it looks really, really good. Let me watch out before I run into something. But yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. $56,000. I wonder how much were people paying for Pros, you know, 2-3 years ago. Let me know in the comments below if you have a Pro that you bought a couple years ago. Let me know what was your MSRP, and did you get a discount on it? Because, you know, with interest rates and, you know, just how high everything is right now, I would definitely still try to get a discount, especially for a truck that's just sitting here. You know, it's just sitting here on the lot. So you come in and try to do some negotiating. Don't just pay what's on the sticker, you know. See what they say. Start high, you know. Start high and, you know, let them tell you no. But yeah, this truck looks good. It's definitely a lot more room in the 4Runner, obviously, than you get in the Tacoma. But, you know, you're just not going to have a truck bed. I don't use my truck bed a lot. Actually, I haven't really been using it at all lately. I mean, I used it when we went on a trip, but I wouldn't have had to if I would have had something like this, because you got way more cargo space in this truck. And it's the 4.0 motor. I'm not sure if you get more torque out of this, but people say this is slower. When I drove it, I thought it drove just as good, if not better, than the Tacoma. And a lot of people actually say that it does drive better than the Tacoma. But I don't know, it kind of goes back and forth. You're either team 4Runner or you're team Tacoma. So 270 horsepower and 278 pound-feet of torque. And then let's look at the miles per gallon. So you're gonna get 17 combined, 16 in the city and 19 on the highway. Right now, with all my stuff, with my setup right now, I'm just basically getting, like, I think I seen 17 miles yesterday. I seen 17 miles yesterday, and I was on the highway, so I was on the freeway. So I got 17 miles per gallon because I'm on 265/75 R16, but I'm on 10-ply KO2 tires, so that's not helping. So, you know, I'm probably losing a couple miles per gallon with that. But yeah, these trucks ride really, really good. Made in Japan. You really can't go wrong with a 4Runner. We haven't heard of any recalls on these at all this year. I mean, the quality is nice. We haven't heard of any paint stuff. Like, you know, there's people that are getting their solar octane. So if you have a solar octane 2023, like, I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I think I'm just gonna leave my truck like it is, because it's just one of those things. You can be like, you know, I think down the road it's like, yeah, they didn't paint the truck all the way. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's how they made it back then. So I just kind of think that's kind of cool. But, you know, some people actually took it in, and Toyota, you know, repainted it. They went down the side. They took down bed rails, the bed rails on the back of their truck, and they painted that. And basically if you open up the inside of my door right here, if you look at this part on the inside, you can see like where it's like almost white primer and stuff. And it's in a few other places, but like I said, you're not going to be able to see it just with your naked eye. You have to be opening up and then, you know, squinching your eye, looking down at different angles and things like that. So I'm like, you know, it's another thing to complain about, but I'm like, I complain so much, you just be like, I've been done complaining a lot lately. Some little joint out there with that exhaust. But yeah, I don't know where I was. I think I was a Tacoma. A Tacoma had a really nice aggressive exhaust. I was like, that thing sounded good. But yeah, this does have that TRD tuned exhaust on it as well, and I highly recommend that. And it should come with the TRD air filter. Let's just see, because sometimes they be cheating out on stuff like that. Like, they won't even put it in there. So it's probably not even in there, you know. So if you want the TRD, you know, cold air filter, you might have to add it, you know. So one thing that I wish about my truck, I wish that Toyota would have kept on doing, is putting those TRD cold air intakes in the truck. But basically, if you have a 3rd gen, everybody says that box is basically like a cold air, you know, intake already. So what I did was just threw in the TRD Pro air filter for that one, for the Tacoma. But yeah, these trucks are nice. I'm halfway tempted. I'm just halfway tempted. Like, I just don't feel like doing all the paperwork and going through the whole motion and stuff. It's a lot. It's going to be a lot of stuff for me to try to switch over. And plus, like I was just mentioning, I don't have the Tesla. So my Tesla, it's just been kind of a nightmare, but thank God that they're helping. You know, I had to reach out to some higher ups to get my car right. So it's in the paint shop right now. It's in the paint shop, the Tesla is. So what I'm saying is basically, I want to trade 2 vehicles for, you know, just for one. So, you know, with the Tesla being in the shop right now, I couldn't really do that, you know. So yeah, and I don't know. I'm not for sure, guys, but like I said, I think it'll be worth it if I can get rid of 2 cars, and I'm gonna, you know, cut down on car payments, and then just have one car that I really, really want. So I got to make sure that the car is what I want, and you know. So, and then also I got to think about, like, I'm not sure, like, because if you get one of these, you know, if you get one of these 4Runners, you might want to get one as soon as possible, because like I said, these are the last of them. You know, this is the last naturally aspirated V6, and it's probably going to be the last one made in Japan. I'm not 100% sure. So, you know, they could be moving this to Mexico. So we will find out. So if you are on the fence and you're thinking about getting a new one, I would definitely reach out to dealerships and see what they got coming in, and see if you could find the one that you want. If you're looking for a Pro, or you're looking for an off-road, or you're looking for a Sport, or SR5, or SR5 Premium in a certain color. But definitely start now, you know, because before you know it, you know, the 2025s will be here. So yeah, kind of lost a little train of thought there, but I think that's all I really kind of wanted to say. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I think because I definitely want to hold on to my truck for as long as possible, but I think if I got this, I would be okay with that. I would be okay with this truck. So I don't think I would really want to trade for anything else other than the Pro. So that's what I think. That's what I was kind of like, I didn't really want to say anything to you guys because I already know how you guys feel about that. But I probably, like, if I was to trade, I would probably trade for a Pro, the 2024 TRD Pro Tacoma, for the Tesla and my Pro. That's what I would probably be willing to do. Maybe I have to check it out and have to really make sense, and I would really have to like the new Pro, which I think I do, you know. But one thing about my truck is I would really like to hold on to it because I really think it's going to be a collector's item. I just think it's the last year of the TRD Pro color, that solar octane, and it's the last V6 Tacoma 2023. You know, I think it might be one to hold on to because it's also the last old school truck. You know, I know this isn't a Tacoma video, but yeah, so similar, you know, that Tacoma, that's the last old school one. They have the turbocharged 24s out now, and next year this will be a turbocharged 4-cylinder as well. So if you're looking for the last, you know, super reliable, bulletproof engine and transmission, you better start reaching out to your Toyota dealerships and grab you a 4Runner. So we'll see if I get me a 4Runner or not before 2024 is over. But thanks for checking out the channel, you guys. Have a good day and God bless. Peace.